Please sit. Welcome to the commencement exercises for the Hillcrest High School class of 2025. We would like to welcome our guests, Dr. Brian Skipper, and our school board members, Jeff Cochran, Sarah Doolin, Glenda Morrison-Fair, and Michelle Goodwin-Caldwell. We also welcome the faculty and staff of the Hillcrest High School, our families and friends. Graduation is a dignified, formal ceremony. It is a time to honor our students for their accomplishments. To maintain the honor and dignity of this occasion, please refrain from unsolicited applause, catcalling, whistling, or other inappropriate noise making. Thank you.
Good morning, faculty, proud families, friends, and of course, my fellow graduates. Today marks a big milestone in our lives. As members of the class of 2025, we stand at the threshold of new beginnings, reflecting on the journey that has brought us here. And I bet $100 to every teacher here that you guys didn't know that was written by ChatGPT. If you don't know, ChatGPT is one of the most advanced artificial intelligence programs online. And to be completely honest, I thought about just reading a speech directly generated by ChatGPT. But as I kept prompting different ideas into the AI program, there was something that it just couldn't grasp. Something not one speech written by any AI program could contain. And that was the personal relationships and memories we have all made throughout these past 4 years of a high school. ChatGPT couldn't write about the first friend we made on the first day of freshman year when we didn't know anyone. It couldn't write about the memories we made on the bus rides to sports games, or how many lines we had to run on the next day if the bus was quiet on the way back. It wouldn't be able to write about the teacher or the counselor who always had the time to talk to us when we needed it the most. I really appreciate Ms. Miller. And it wouldn't be able to write about how our high school coaches shaped us, not just as an athlete, but as an individual. Thank you, Coach Thompson. But most importantly, it wasn't able to write about the two people who have been there, not just for the past 4 years, but for the past 18, Ben and Trisha Carroll. But known to me best as Mom and Dad, I stand up here today in hopes to make you proud, and I want you both to know that everything you have done, the things you have sacrificed, and the overwhelming support you have given me is what has gotten me through high school. And no matter how much I want to take full credit for all of my accomplishments, I can't. And I'm sure a lot of the students here feel the same way too. So to every parent in the audience, I hope you know and acknowledge this as well. We, the class of 2025, are pushing through each day and each difficulty for not only ourselves, but most importantly, the wonderful people waiting for us at home. If you're a parent or guardian of the class of 2025, please stand. Look around the room. These are the people who have always stood beside us, the ones who supported us the loudest at all our sports games, the ones who stayed awake on late nights to make sure we got home safe, and of course, the ones who got us through chemistry, Miss Greaves' English class, and every single final exam, ACT and SAT. Every diploma handed out today is a shared achievement. Yes, it has our names on it, but each one tells a different story about who helped us get to this moment today. So, class of 2025, as we step into this new time of our lives, let's always be reminded of this. And with all of that being said, the 13-year wait is finally over. Congratulations and thank you.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, National Anthem, and the Alma Mater. I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for our national anthem and alma mater.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed as the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the hope of the brave? There's a spot in Carolina where the foothills lie. There are noble alma mater stands against the sky. Alma mater, thou wilt ever live in memory. Here's to thee, O halls of Hillcrest, hail, O hail to thee.
Please sit.
Good morning, faculty, family, friends, and of course, Good morning, faculty, family, friends, and of course, the graduating class of 2025. It is truly an honor to stand here today as your salutatorian. As we sit in our caps and gowns, waiting to walk across the stage, it's easy to get caught up in the future. In the question everyone seems to ask, where do you see yourself in 5 years? We hear it from teachers, family members, college applications. It's everywhere. And don't get me wrong, dreaming about the future is exciting. It's full of opportunity and possibilities, and it's impossible not to look ahead. But today, I want to challenge that question. I want us to think about not just where we'll be in 5 years, but what we will remember. Because here's the thing. Every single person here will graduate today and begin to look forward to college, work, the military, travel, wherever life takes them. But while we're also focused on what's next, it's just as important to hold on to what got us here. These past 4 years weren't just a stepping stone to the next phase of our lives, they meant something. We didn't spend 4 years together just so we could get to what's next. We made unexpected friendships, we laughed together, we made memories that had nothing to do with textbooks,
and we bettered ourselves as people. Let's not lose sight of how important our time here has been. Because those memories, those are the things we'll carry with us. Not our GPAs or class ranks or how many extracurriculars we were able to fit into our schedule. In 5 years, the thing that might stick with you isn't the exact score you got on a test, but the time you and your friends stayed out too late after homecoming or the countless cookout trips after football games. Memories don't have to be big to be meaningful. Sometimes they're in the quiet moments, the ones we didn't even realize were important until they were already behind us. Don't take these memories for granted, getting caught up in the future. So yes, look forward, dream big, and chase those dreams with everything you've got. But don't lose sight of the people, the memories, and the lessons that brought you here. Today, before we rush into the future, let's pause and really think about the last 4 years. Let's give them the credit they deserve. Let's carry them with us because we didn't just complete high school, we lived it, and we lived it together. When we're asked 5 years from now, what do you remember about high school? I hope we can all smile, and not just because of where we're going, but because of everything we had here at Hillcrest. Congratulations, class of 2025. We'll never be here again, so let's make sure we never forget it. Thank you.
Tell me, where is the road I can call my own, that I left, that I lost so long ago? All these years I
Good morning, everyone. My name is Jocelyn Danciu, and I'm this year's valedictorian. I know it's still early, so I'm going to try not to take up too much of your time. I would like to start off with thanking all the family, friends, and teachers here today. Thank you so much for everything you have done for the graduates in this room. I can confidently say that we are all reflections of those who have loved us the most and helped us get to this very moment. That being said, I would like to turn my attention to the graduating class. I know it hasn't always been easy, but I'm happy to say that we are finally here. I'm extremely grateful for the opportunities Hillcrest has provided me and for the amazing people I've got to experience the past 4 years with. I spent a long time thinking about what I wanted to say to you all today. I finally decided, rather than simply using my own words, I would be best to share some advice from one of my favorite teachers. When I was just a sophomore sitting in AP World History, Mr. Barker told me, "Don't let graduating high school be the best thing you ever do in life." I believe these words, while seemingly harsh at first, are the best thing to carry with you into this next chapter. Tomorrow, all of us will wake up as high school graduates. All of the embarrassing moments, mistakes, and failures will be wiped clean, and you will be at a crossroads. The future does not come without anxieties and uncertainties, and unfortunately, I have yet to find any magic words to ease all of these fears. Instead, I encourage you all to utilize your failures and continue in growing no matter what your next step is. George Eliot once said, "The important work of moving the world forward does not wait to be done by perfect men." I hope each and every person in this room will continue to strive for better. A better you, a better community, and a better world. We live in very divisive times. Our world is constantly changing, and it feels harder to navigate every day. In a society where apathy and selfishness is encouraged, I challenge you to do the opposite. Care about what you say and do, how you treat others, and most importantly, the energy you put forth into this next chapter of your life. At the end of the day, you will not be remembered for how many chords you got at graduation or how many games you won, but instead the impact you had on others. That being said, thank you for listening to me this morning, and congratulations to the Hillcrest class of 2025. You all have accomplished so much to be here today, and I can't wait to see what you do next.
So welcome to the Hillcrest High School 25 graduation. We'd like to recognize several groups today. We'd like to take a moment to celebrate our graduates who are enlisting in our military branches, our heroes, really. Would those seniors please stand? Thank you for your commitment to serve this great country. We also wish to acknowledge our CTE, our career technical completers, and our graduates who have qualified as college or career ready, CCR. CTE completers are designated by a green, white, and yellow cord, and our CCE completers are designated with a red cord. Would those students please stand up? Congratulations. Thank you, seniors. Class of 25, it doesn't seem like that long ago, but 4 years ago, we entered Hillcrest together. It's like we were freshmen together, and what a freshman year we had. The first day of school, I remember we had a tornado. Y'all remember that? First day, and some of y'all were with me till 8:15 that night. It was crazy. Kind of set a tone for the year, it feels like. We had a student protest a few weeks later about the dress code, and I was like, I'm new. I don't even know what's going on. I hadn't changed anything. But girls standing on tables, and I was like, what is going on? We had, unfortunately, we lost one of our own. We had a funeral for our just crowned homecoming king and trying to navigate the emotions of that tragedy. And there was the viral fake video on TikTok about my tires being stolen. Y'all remember that? Like in the school parking lot? I had people from other states calling me, checking on my well-being. Like, dude, what kind of school you're at? So that was just August through October, by the way. Thankfully, after that, though, things calmed down. It seems like some of the crazy started to leave, and more, you all started growing into leaders in our building and helping our school to improve. Now, a year ago, I stood here and talked about how great the class of 24 was, how they had broken every student achievement record our school had, how they had been standing on business, right? Y'all remember this. And they had. But then you guys show up and y'all cook them again, just like y'all did during all the Spirit Week competitions. Clock it, right? Clock it. Yeah. Y'all have been locked in for the last 4 years. Check this out. Over 93% of all of you who started in this cohort are graduating today. That's a school record, y'all. That's awesome. Yeah. What might be even more impressive is that over 91% of your graduating class is not just graduating today, but graduating with a head start on what you want to do in life afterwards, whether that be college credit or a career industry certification to start your job starting in August. That's what we call College Career Ready, what we just recognized a moment ago. Again, 91%, that is a school record. So great job to you guys, graduates. Yeah. Class of 25, to say it a different way, twin, y'all been coming through trim, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ate, left no crumbs. That's what we say, right? That's what we say. Spitting facts. It's been a great 4 years together, and I realize that for most of us, today is goodbye. As much as you've heard me, whether you want to or not, over the morning announcements, or maybe didn't hear me over the morning announcements, in the lunchroom, the weekly messages, today is probably the last time you'll hear me say anything. So I want to kind of part with some words of encouragement that were an encouragement to me when I was your age. Let no one despise you for your youth, but be an example in speech, in conduct, in love, in faith, and in purity. Graduates, older generations are going to hate on you. Spoiler, they already are, whether you realize it or not. But don't worry, though, they hated on my generation, too, real talk. And in fact, to be fair, probably everybody in this room, older generations were hating on them, too, when they were your age. It's like the circle of life. However, in a world that is so negative, a world that is so quick to hop on their phone and spew negativity, hatred, a world that is quick to try to categorize or compartmentalize people into groups based on what you believe or what you look like or where you're from, be an example in how you talk, how you act, how you love others, even if they don't deserve it. As you move on in life, be an example in your dorm rooms, in your workplace, especially in your home. Be an example to silence the haters. Be an example so that others will follow your lead. And make no mistake, they will follow your lead. And maybe most important of all, be an example, for in so doing, you will find joy and happiness that others can't even understand. Class of 25, you have been an example at Hillcrest for other classes to follow. And I pray that you will do the same with whatever you do next. You will always be a special class to me. It's been an honor serving you these last 4 years. I wish you all the best, and God bless.
Families and friends of the graduates, before we distribute the diplomas to the class of 2025, we ask that you be respectful to each of the graduates. Each graduate deserves to hear their name read. Please refrain from cheering or clapping until all graduates have been called. Are they going to come up here? Okay. Will the candidates for graduation please rise? Jocelyn Sloan Danciu, Megan Savannah Hubner, Jordan Ann Middleton, Addison Bree Carroll, Nasaya Dedrea Allen, Alyssa Kasia Lucas, Bryson David Abbott, Aiden Cherie Adams, Jack O'Neill Adams, Michael Wesley Adkins, Kylie Madison Agu, Javen Matthew Alcala, Sophia Alcantara Vargas, Nathaniel Carlton Alexander, Justice Aubrey Allen, Kareem Raid Al Maktoub, Elijah Joe Ambrose, Kylie Elaine Amison, Aurora Christina Anderson. Okay. Say that again. Okay. Chevelle Eante Jamison Anderson, Isis Anderson, India Nicolette Anderson, Mahajane Nigeria Anderson, Sarah Grace Anderson, William Robert Anderson, Hudson Reed Aponte, Isaiah Marcos William Aponte, Kevin Aragon, William Matthew Armstrong, Amir Jovan Arroyo, Araya Sierra Ashmore, Kamazi Malik Alston, Emily Nicole Bailey, Addison Coe Baker, Emily Grace Baxley, Ava Jane Beauvais, Brandon Alexander Beltran Reyna, Jakia Shani Benin, Emily Andrea Biera, Kylie Anna Renee Bigham, Kayla Nicole Bishop, Ariana Nicole Bissett, Harmony Rose Blackmore, Taria Jade Booker, Thomas Xavier Boswell, Peyton Cole Brewer, Breasia Marche Briggs, Donovan Griffin Briggs, Caden Tamia Broadway, Jacob Timothy Brogdon, Stoddard David Brooks, Jaquan James Brown, Kalia Love Brown, Zamira Iviani Brunson, Kennedy Elise Bruton, Charlie Joseph Burgos, Camilla Buduel, Roderick Terrell Butler, Deara Camille Bird, Isabella Cage, Jamalee Alexa Caraballo Soler, Stephanie Cardona, Coleman William Carpenter. Tell me when. Shayla Margarita Carrasco Castillo, Margarita Carrillo Castro, Roberto Castro Peña, Hannah Elizabeth Causey, Angelica Jasmine Cedillo, Dorian Allen Chapman, Trinity Jade Childs, Madison Christine Chitwood, Caitlin Paige Klopek Martin, Gabriel Peter Ciarla, Addison Kate Clark, Sean Lewis Clark, Grayson Michael Claypool, Colton William Klein, Joshua Richard Collins Jr., Daniela Sofia Contreras Echanagucia, Sully Lyman Cook, Sharia Elizabeth Cooper, Marilyn Joan Corby, Helen Marie Correa, Kobe Anthony Cortez, Caleb James Constantino, Anna Grace County, William Samuel Johnson Craig, Kayla Grace Creco, Derek Christopher Croft, Macy Camille Cross, Robert Cole Cross, Jaden Alexander Cuenca, Charles Robert Curry, Ethan Mark Cutler, Gwendolyn Christine DeVault, Hannah Lynn Davenport, James Robert Davis, Jaden Antoine Davis, Lainey Lee Davis, Lily Marie Davis, Nyla Tiaja Davis, Thomas Scott Davis, Angel Deanna Deadweiler, Audrey Aline Dearman, Matthew Paul DeFilippi, Daniela Diaz Grajales, Carly Grace Dillon, Kennedy Mariah Dixon, Grant Christopher Dodson, Elijah Lee Dahl, Shaylise Jolisha Douglas, John Hampton Dover, Jalen Matthew Drummer, Aiden Stephen Duran Wilches, Miracle Elizabeth Dyer, Sullivan Finley Wood Dezuris, Bruce Leslie Eads, Omid Mala Ibrahimi, Journey Jolan Edward, Sydney Marie Ellison, Melanie Espendola, Frankie Bernard Evans, Marley Elizabeth Fan, Ava Angeline Farage, Ella Danielle Fatal, Jaden Anthony Ferguson, Coway Ferrari Barros, Paris Brianna Fielder, Dino Rath Elizabeth Flor Herrera, Amaya Nicole Flournoy, Ella Amalea Fonacalafi, Jillian Abigail Forbes, Joseph Theodore Forbes, Jamarion Deshawn Ford, Drake Taylor Forsyth Bauer, Brittany Lee Frady, Alejandro Franco, Gabriel Cole Freeman. Isabella Jade Freeman. Isabel Grace Freeman. Quentin Narada Freeman. Kaylin Michael Fulmer. Sophie Elise Gaines. James Edward Galloway. Tyler James Gamble. Ray Aaron Gomez Vargas. Brian Guyona Vargas. Fernando Jose Garay Martinez. Andrea Garces. Victoria Rose Garcia. Samuel Titus Garrett. Sarah Ann Garrett. Rowan Thomas Gebbia. Banks Robert Gilmert. Matias Gomez Rojas. Anthony Gonzalez Musico. Mason Anderson Graham. Caden Elizabeth Gross. Anthony Grudko. Peyton Brooke Gherkin. Evelyn De Jesus Gutierrez Salcido. Jalen Lamar Haygood. Alexander O'Neill Hall. Bryce Sterling Hall. Jacqueline Ella Hall. Elias Owen Hamill. John Nathan Hare. DeQuavius Quashad Harris. William David Harshbarger. Mary Grace Hathaway. Eva Grace Howell. Josiah Quiana Hawthorne. Jacob Parker Height Moore. Christian Antoine Henderson. Demetrius Lamar Henderson. OCL Rivera Hernandez Baltazar. Viridiana Hernandez Valvovinos. Ava Jolie Grace Hetman. Brandon Thomas Higdon. Douglas Deshawn Hill. Rebecca Lynn Hill. Xavier Tai Walden Hill. William Edward Holsberg. Liam Alec Hooks. Aubrey Ann Horsley. Sailor Alexa Howard. Josh Howard Morales. Brianna Nicole Humes. Gabriel Isaiah Hurley. Sean Alexander Isidro. Nathan Garrett Jagodinsky. Molly Breeze Brookshire James. Neve Angel James. Taylor Marie Jenkins Okawa. Jenny Sakura Jorger. Braden Isaiah Keyshawn Johnson. Gracie Ann Johnson. Jarrett Tyler Johnson. Michael Razi Johnson. Lorelei Isabella Jolly. Amaria Jamaji Jones. Ashlyn Ruth Jones. Cameron Anthony Jones. Jalen Lamarcus Jordan. Sidlali Juarez Tolentino. Russell Lynn Kay. Kayla Elizabeth Keeling. Leah Marie Keeling. Shayna Lee Keeling. Connor Michael Keeley. Aiden Amir Keller, Jacob Carter Kelly, Jordan Stevenson Kennedy, Jacob Matthew Kilby, Camden Zaire Kilgore, Tajay Lamar King, Joseph Jack Klein.
Donovan Liam Andre Ladson, Ava Grace Lancaster, Tatum Hope Lane, Matthias Sebastian Lara, Taylor Anne-Marie LaSalle, Amani Onaya Leek, Gracelyn Abigail Lees, Diana Igorevna Levchuk, Gavin Lee Llewellyn, Houston Alexander Long, Tanaya Ashari Long, Brandon Alessandro Lopez, Christopher Rojo Lopez, Mariah Isabella Lubman, Joanna Morgan Lute, Alexander Creighton Lines, Bentley Creighton Lines, Jemiah Ziana Nicole Mack, Jewels Jaden Mack, Carmen Marie Major, Melissa Major, Abby Marlowe Malloy, Kylie Danielle Mansley, Savannah Marie Mansell, Malia Lynn Manzano, Darius Mancy, Eli Matthew May, Joshua Isaiah Mayers, Jackson Turner McCall, Brinley Marie McLean, Zorshawn Nathaniel McDowell, Clyde Jashawn Alexander McFadden, Paul Brady McGraw, Donovan Joseph Makanui Lokomaikai McEwen, Ava Monet Medlin, Julie Marie Mers, Sophia Marie Matee, Yersi Carol Mexicano Martinez, Isaiah Luke McLeese, Kylie Cassiano Mees, Ethan Matthew McClinsky, Caleb James Miller, Evan William Miller, Grace Emma Miller, Jamarian Ashton Miller, Lafayette Pierre Miller, Titus Smith Mitchell, Carter Lawrence Mogul, Gabriela Mondragon Fernandez, Thomas Mondragon Fernandez, Christopher James Moon, Olivia Patrice Moore. Nyla Azaria Moore. Michaela Lynn Morris. Kennedy Jean Mushkett. Kaylee Kendall Moten. Juan Sebastian Murillo Munoz. Jesus Músico Mexicano. Antrez Lamar Nance. Kayla Christina Nava. Talia Nikayla Neal. Alyssa Maria Newhouse. Christian Lynn Newman. Jalen Kiara Norris. Talia Marie Northcutt. Hannah Ochoa Marilanda. Oriane Aluchi Kekeli Okoli. Ava Grace O'Neill. Haley Neve O'Rear. Juan Esteban Ortiz Montenegro. James Alexander Osborne. Braylon Fitzgerald Owens. Joshua Jacob Owens. Bryson Wayne Painter. Carson Andrew Painter. Caden Matthew Parfrey. Jalea Denise Parks. Samantha Rose Pericone. Kira Georgia Pinkney. Teron Miles Presley. Brody Matthew Raygard. Bryce Adam Rainwater. Diana Ramirez. Ethan Benjamin Ramos. Nicholas Andres Ramos. Cole Robert Ray. Gia Marcella Reed. Carly Ryan Rutherford. Chloe Paige Rexroad. Star Maya Christina Reiser. Kylan K. Reisner. Bryson Amari Robinson. Alexander Rodriguez. Jasiri Ty Michael Rogers. Anastasia Melanie Rosa. Melanie Ann Elizabeth Rosado. Garrett Bradley Ross. Peyton Haley Rose Rossi. Tyler Anthony Roundtree. Zane Mackenzie Rue. Gavin Michael Rowe. Ansel Ibrahim Urumbos Martinez. Antonio Giuseppe Russo. Dylan Keith Riles. Shalia Janari Salter Lone. Josiah Bergen Sanders. Cody Joseph Sawyer. Tyler Kai Schreiner. Alacia Kalia Scott. Ashlyn Victoria Scott. Demare Talon Scott. Demaya Marie Scott. Your Highness D'Angela Scott. Joshua Braden Sears. Taylor James Sellers. Joao Jesus Sequeira. Maria Christina Salmas. Jeremy Robert Sibley. Caleb Benjamin Sylvia. Hannah Gail Simmons. Cosette Natalie Simpson. Kira Bryn Simpson. Carter Byron Smith. Colin Paul Smith. Jamarius Antonio Smith. Jeremiah Cedric Smith. Calissa Mackenzie Smith. Logan Carter Smith. Nevea Simone Smith. Sean Christopher Smith. Camilo Alexander Snoddy. Nico Alexander Sparkman. Peyton Ashley Sparks. Olivia Faith Spector. Elena Mackenzie Spivey. Haley Ann Stalkup. Frank Edward Starks. Grace Addison Steele. Jordan Renee Stepney. Talia DeJanae Stevens. Christian David Stoutinger. Kincaid Allen Strickland. Hayden Christopher Suber. Amaya Olivia Sullivan. Jameer Wesley Sullivan. Tanias David Sullivan. Caleb Jackson Sutton. Destiny Ray Sweezy. Taylor Ann Swilling. James Earl Talley. Mason William Tarr. Christopher Manning Taylor. Caden Hunter Thaxton. Caitlin Schuyler Thomas. Tiana Monet Thomas. Aubrey Dawn Thompson. Giangelo Naquan Thurmond. Hayden Allen Thurston. Naeem Amari Tolbert. Jace Alexander Topper. Juan Tovar Meneses. Jordi Mateo Trevino Amaya. Ava Nicole Trotter. Ni Tien Truong. Kristen Mackenzie Turner. James Luttrell Utsi. Athen Sean Vandertorn. Nicole Valentina Vasquez Patarroyo. Serena Dune Vea. Tyler Hamilton Vessel. Erin Kathleen Vile. Reese Leanne Wagner. Travalis Jatez Walker. Trayvon Arnez Lindsay Walker. Jamari Kali Wardlaw. Israel Rashad Washington. Maya Cornelia Washington. James Henley Watson. Christacia Nitia Watts. Deadre Jamel Wellmaker. Jamarian Okia Westfield. Cody Wade Whitaker. Alyssa Brianna Weidman. Cameron Amari Weidman. Charles Peyton Wilder. Erica Lee Williams. Jashawn Zakari Williams. Jamal Jaleel Williams. Marcus Justice Williams. Reagan Hope Williams. Robert Cade Williams. Weston Timothy Willis. Caleb Jaden Wilson. Cameron Rashad Wilson. Janaya Anika Wise. Rachel Ellen Wold. Ariana Kaylin Wakofka. Jamarlo Elijah Yates. Eric Nathaniel Jurgen. Brianna Michelle Young. Jaquavius Lamontes Young. Zeta Eve Naomi Young. Carissa Yvonne Yao. Alejandra Judith Zelada Menyavar. Jeffer Noé Zelaya Duarte. I did it.
help me? Will the graduating class of 2025 please stand? Dr. Jarrett, faculty and staff of Hillcrest High School, I designate that the students presented today have completed all the necessary requirements established by the Board of Education to be considered graduates of Greenville County Schools. By the power and responsibility given to me by the Superintendent of Greenville County Schools and the Board of Trustees, I now confirm the diplomas presented today. Students, at this time, please turn your tassels from right to left. Congratulations and go Rams!
Graduates, please follow the directions of the junior marshals as you will leave by rows and exit through the loading dock. This concludes the graduation ceremony. Please follow these directions for dismissal. Guests, please remain seated. We will dismiss our school board officials and administration from the stage first.